Hello, welcome back. We've got some research done. We got 1 point of evocation. I took the evocation out. I'm going to stick Thaumaturgy 4 in. We can hit Thaumaturgy 4 in one turn. And that will give us Terror, which I think will be useful. 4 also lets us do a couple of things. We could do Auspex with our air guys. My god can do no more as well, I guess. We have S2D1 mages who could do Vengeance of the Dead with a booster too. I've only recruited one of those so far, but we could do it. And then I've learned lessons from my Solaria game. I'm not going to screw around with like loads of different small targets. Let's try and focus on a big target. And Alt 7 gets us the next level of Provincial Transfig. It also lets us do Fog Warriors, which Seg is A4. This requires A5 plus 3 gems, so we could cast that. So let's go for it. I think that'd be useful. It's going to take us like 4 or 5 turns to actually get it if we continue doing this much research, but that's a nice one. My god can also do Marble Warriors then as well, which is also good. And generally, Mass Protection is probably good as well. Not so much against Yomi. Maybe not against Ocaf as well, depending on how many fire mages they have. But generally pretty good. So we'll pick up Alt next. Lots of reanimation. A Dire Portent. Eyes of God has been cast, and the graphs were posted in the Discord. I haven't looked at them yet, but we can go through those at the end of this turn. Just remind me. Did we cast anything else? It was just reanimation this turn, right? Individual Transfig. Oh yeah, we cast this on the 4. It did not hit our God, fortunately. Which is good. Couple of battles then. The important one, I think, Golem range? Yeah. So this is when we moved our big glitch with a bunch of glitches. Quite a lot of stuff here. Including a lot of mages, unfortunately. The glitches, of course, die pretty quickly. They don't really do much. They can hold stuff up, though, and cause a distraction. I had some of these guys on attack rear, hoping they might hit mages, but... These Phantasma Warriors? That's unfortunate. None of these weapons are magical. They might have trouble hitting these guys. Over here, we clog up with 2 glitches. Eventually the militia are out, and my big glitch is just spamming Raise Dead, so lots of Soulless. These units are so scary in Yomi's Dominion. Chaos Power and Sloth Power as well. I think this is a JBBM thing, I'm not sure. These guys have 18 attack. He has 20 attack with the Nodachi, just hitting for 35 damage. It's so brutal. Eventually win, but it costs us all of our glitches. So we burned down a temple, which is nice. Didn't really kill much, though. Mostly killed some infantry, some PD, a couple of Bakemono, but oh well. Other battles not quite as interesting. We saw more of the friends walking around taking provinces back. The big giant Yomi stack just sidestepped to Swamp, which is okay. Forest of Strayed Noises, some Outbursts taking that back. Titan Step we also attacked with a random collection of junk, but yeah, 244 units just randomly. Why does he have so much stuff everywhere? This sucks, man. Do you have a jar as well? Oh no, just holy water. Oh, is it the Flame Spirit who... This guy has a jar. This army just walks around with flaming arrows on 10 billion Bakemono. It's kind of hard to fight this guy. I mean, we didn't really have much here, but it's just the sheer volume of stuff just randomly walking around is kind of hard. And more elk bear, guys. I'll just look at the map before I go on. So yeah, I mean, Ocaf's taken back most of the stuff around his cap at the moment. We just kind of sort of retreated. So we hit this, burn down the temple. Pretty nice one to deny Yomi. We've got his cap up over 100 unrest, and this province apparently has 2 mines. So I guess this was like where most of his income's coming from. 128 income. So we've hurt his income at least, but I mean, does that matter? This guy seems to have so many like 0 cost units. I should really ask someone how Yomi works so that I know why there's so much stuff. I think the little Bakamona guys are just really cheap, right? So he can just recruit loads of those guys. Yeah, 7 gold, 2 resources, 3 recurrence. And I think he recruits them in all mountains. So I guess that one makes sense. But even so, I mean, taking some of his gold off him's got to be good, right? Anyway, events. We transformed a loot breaker, not our god. 6 earth gems. Oh yeah, we got some evil force at work in tiny little village. Perhaps a necromancer could use this flux of unholy power to your advantage. I'm sending a death mage over to this province. I don't know what this event is, but we check it out. And a tribal chief from a distant land has donated gold and a precious item to Steam apps/workshop/content. 152 gold and a ranger's cloak. That's nice. We patrolled out a Bakamona chief and the boar on our Ocaf fort. Cured some diseases. We bought all of the mercenaries. Another hero in the Hall of Fame. Another just random commander, unfortunately. So what have you got? Heroic toughness. Great. So Ferric has heroic quickness, heroic toughness. I think we had like a random priest in the Hall of Fame as well. Anyway. That's it for messages. So this turn, right, we forged a bunch of gear. I was going to slap it on a glitch and have them just walk around while the big stack moves down. And we are building up force here now, because we've got the unrest down in this province, so we can recruit out of it. I'm getting 3 stellate here. I'm getting a mage every turn, plus some archers and a stellate here. One of these mages has been just reanimating, so 46 things in the garrison. So we can start, you know, reconstituting our forces over here. We only have 2 big glitches over here now, unfortunately. But one of them died over here to a stupid seeking arrow because all the commanders died. And then the other one just got hit by 2 arrows, unluckily, and died. So we don't have many big mages over here anymore, but we'll just start building up, and eventually I'm going to slap some items on these guys to raid while the big stack just moves on to his cap, I think, and we'll just see what happens. However, this province we just took has a lab in it. And this is a really tricky decision, because I would like this big glitch to survive somehow in this region, because if you can burn down more temples, that's really nice, I think. However, it seems kind of like a waste to put items on this guy, because surely he dies, right? We're deep in Yomi's territory. Like, loads of these units have like way over 20 attack skill, and they hit for 30 damage. Let's see, these big guys especially. Yeah, 20 attack skill, 35 damage. What about you? Same thing. These red guys at the back, how about you? 17 attack skill, 30 damage with a club. I feel like if he chooses to like defend this province, and this is a very tempting province, obviously. There's clearly a bunch of stuff here and a temple. You know, I think it's likely this gets defended. There might be like loads of units around here. We don't have scouting here. There could be stealth units that are crazy good. I don't know. I think it's a mistake to attack these provinces thinking we can survive. But I don't know. The fact that the lab is here, it feels too good just to give this guy a load of all the weird items we've given him. Just see if he can survive. He's up to 34 defense with Mangosha parrying, Whiteless Couch Shield. He has luck and Twist Fate and Ethereal. And Air Shield, I guess. The other... I mean, as you can see from the orders, I have given him all the items and he is just going to keep trying to raid and survive. But I'm really worried this is going to be a mistake and we're going to just... we're just going to lose all of these items instantly. But I don't know. If he can just get through here, he can get into Ocaf's line, and that's fine. But this is like... I don't know, is this wrong? The other decision I had is, do I put this guy on spell casting or attacking? Because, like, on the one hand, he's gonna wreck in melee. On the other hand, I don't want to be in melee. I want to stay as far away from all those units as possible, so I don't know. Tricky. So, I did end up giving him the items. I did end up attacking Roska. I could have just hit this instead, and then moved over, because this is probably more unexpected. And I did have him scripted to do just 3 buffs, and then raise dead twice, and then spells. There are many parts of this decision that could be wrong. Maybe it's wrong to have given him the items when it's just a waste. Maybe it's wrong to have him on spellcasting. Maybe it's wrong to attack this province instead of this one. Or even just this one and try and get back out. You know, lots of this could be wrong. I don't know. But this is what I ended up doing. I'm forging a new set of items this turn for a different glitch. So we'll see what happens, I suppose. But I don't know. I do have a bunch of spies here unresting Yumi's cap still. It's way over 100 unrest. It should be really unrested next turn. I'm sure he can easily patrol this, though. But maybe it's hard for him to defend this, because he needs to try and patrol his cap, and he probably wants to take this back as well for the gold. So there's 2 provinces he wants to prioritize in addition to trying to defend this. Maybe that helps us a bit. I don't know. Over here, the big stack has just sat here. This is also awkward because it would be nice to just sit in the fort and then have a fort defense when he sieges it, but I feel like it's possible he can just sit on this fort and trap this army in it while this giant stack just walks around, so it's also kind of bad. He could also just sit here and wait to get more reinforcements, because he's obviously going to generate tons of more units. But for now, I'm not patrolling or anything here. I'm just doing a little bit more reanimation, forging items. I am doing some preaching and stuff. We got up to 1 white candle, got a prophet and a god here preaching, so I don't know. We also burned down a temple this turn. Maybe we can get the Dominion up here as well, which will help. Not sure. I'm going to have Amakeshadon cast Ritual of Returning. If we fight inside this fort, that won't do anything. But if we're free to do stuff, I mean, as you can see from like the provinces that are lighting up, Amakeshadon is a true teleporter. So he can go anywhere in the world. So having a prophet that can go anywhere is pretty useful in and of itself, but if he's also got Ritual Returning on him, we could try just raiding random provinces as well. See if we're successful. I wonder if you get hit with a Seeking Arrow during the ritual phase, does that trigger returning and send you home? I'd hope so. Yeah, but attacking this, just sitting in this fort, just doing some research, doing some site searching too at these guys. Might as well. I'll show off all the items we're forging this turn. We're forging a national item this turn, called a glitch brand, but I'll show that off next time when we've got it. Over here, there's a little stack of 20 dudes. It's adjacent to my Bone Tribe province again. Just this stuff. I've sent over Rosal's Red Raptors on hold and attack rear, so maybe they'll kill this guy for us if we get attacked here. But yeah, not much I can defend this with. Got the Raptors, got 6 Sacreds, a couple of Archers, and then some dudes doing some summons, got some Skeletons, Lesser Earlies, Lesser Earth Ellies. There is still the 40 PD, so hopefully we can defend that. Not much else happening. Still just sat in this fort, we're doing some research. Down here I'm moving a Death Mage to this province since this is where that weird event is. So some evil forces at work. We'll see if that does anything. And not doing any big spells this turn, unfortunately. Spent a lot of nature gems and items this turn. Really hope we don't lose all these items on this guy. I really hope this wasn't a mistake. We'll see what happens though. I'm not sure how to turn the tide in either of these battles. I think we really need help from someone to fight Yomi. That is some boars just appeared. Maybe that'll hit this. Might be nice. But I think that was it for this turn. Let's see. Here's some of the stuff we're forging. There's the rest of the stuff we're forging. But yeah, I think that's it. Still reanimating in Lombaria and in really cool province. Currently 3 months left on Invert the Future. We might lose a bunch of income once that goes down. Be a shame. I was thinking if this area was a bit safer, maybe this is a good province to cast Invert the Future on. Because it's my only province that doesn't have death. I was wondering if maybe sometimes it'll have growth scales as well. So maybe we benefit more from increasing the population here temporarily. Something to think about, I suppose. Anyway, for now, that is turn 37. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello there, how's it going? Let's look at the graphs that were posted. So, yeah, Eyes of God was cast this turn, and I think the person who cast Eyes of God just posted the full graphs. Let's see what we got. First up, provinces. So that extremely bright cyan line at the top is me. So we're currently first on provinces just about, and we had a pretty commanding lead on provinces for a little while as well, so we lost some of Ocaf's stuff. So that's pretty good, you know, nice to be big. I think the green line that's matching us is probably Tinanog, because I think Marvone is quite small. I could be wrong though. Not sure how to distinguish those two players. And then just behind Tinanog, I think is going to be Ulm, because Ulm's doing quite well. So me, TNN, and Ulm seem to be the top 3 players at the moment in terms of provinces. Good stuff. Down in the middle of the pack then, we can see Kirkostaculis is the yellow line, and then Yomi's the grey line. So it looks like they're down there in the middle of the pack, with Memoria and I guess Kalem is the other sort of purple line. And then just below that we've got Ocaf and what I assume is Marvone. So that's the kind of middle of the pack. Down at the bottom is Russ, Uuodeouda, and Sauro. Sauro has been eliminated. Russ looks like they are just about coming back into the game. And Uuodeouda has been on only their cap for a while. I think somebody else tried to take their cap this turn and failed, so they're hanging on and have been for a while. Forts next. Not really learn much from Forts, but we're joint leader with... oh, that is Tinanog. Okay, I can see that. The person who posted the graph said that they've highlighted whoever's in first. So yeah, the more bright green is Tinanog. Okay. So yeah, same story for players on this graph as for provinces. Next one's income. This is quite nice. We were first on income for a while too. Not bad with death scales, right? We have fallen off a bit when we've lost some of Ocaf's provinces. Looks like TNN has much better income than us though. Then it's Femoria, then Ulm, then Kalem, I guess. And then down there you've got... well, yeah, you can see a drop-off in Yomi. So, I guess losing that province and losing their capital income really did just, like, take a chunk out of them, which is something, I suppose. Not sure how much that hurts them, but, you know. They have about as much income as Russ currently. Good to know. Gem income, we have sort of leveled off at the moment. We haven't done much site searching since we started our war with Ocaf. We have a lot of new territory we need to search at some point. It kind of sucks to be behind 2 players even though we have a gem gen up. Not too much about that though. Sort of busy at the moment with, well, everything. But yeah, Ulm and TNN seem to be leading on gems. And then Yomi's just behind us, which is probably not good. Probably not good. Next up, research. So the extreme leader is Ulm. Wonder if that's going to be a problem. You can see that we were actually second in research for a while, but we have tapered off, unfortunately. And Yomi is actually second in research, so also not good for us. We won't be falling behind our main enemy in research. But the big research lead that Ulm has is probably concerning. Ulm is a very good player. Dominion, we're second on Dominion, but yeah, Yomi has temples everywhere, so we burned down a temple this turn, and I guess that does make a very tiny dip in Dominion there at the top. That's good, you know. But yeah, we're gonna really have to do something about that Dominion, I think. If we're lucky and our big glitch survives this turn, that's another temple down at least, but yeah. And last one is army size. We're matching Yomi on army size, but it feels like his army is significantly better than ours. Our glitches die a lot faster than his little gremlins do. But yeah, at least we're big. Sometimes it's nice if the graphs get posted and you have like, I mean, I'm first on provinces and first on army basically. So if people don't really know much about what's going on, that looks intimidating, right? Anyway, there's the graphs. Let's go into the next turn now. See you then. Hello, welcome back. I got some thaumaturgy done. I switched around. I thought Fog Warriors probably isn't that useful against loads of flaming arrows, right? Those flaming arrows will just knock it off. So I thought enchantment might be better just for arrow fend, because that's probably better, right? We could also keep going up enchantment for Solar Brilliance. I was thinking my god could teleport onto these demon stacks and just cast this and then get Ritual of Returning Home. But, I mean, it's a lot of research we'd need to get done over, like, the next 2 turns, which I don't think it's going to happen. I would also like the alteration anyway. But, yeah, it's like Ench Chet 7, Alt 7, all the targets now, I don't know. Did some spells, though. Search for sites found nothing. Absolutely nothing. And Ocaf declared a new prophet. A couple of battles then. I can't remember which one is my big glitch. I think it's Roska. And roll the die. It is Roska, okay. Sent the big glitch in. Got a load of items. He's on spellcasting. Nothing defended though. There is a Flame Spirit guy. They all just have jars. Because this is like 5 gems, right? Yeah. No point not giving everyone jars on a Fire Nation. There's a lot of flaming arrows Bakemono. But of course we have an Earth Shield amulet now, so we don't care. So we take care of the wisps. Skeletons don't live very long. That doesn't bode well for our fort defense, does it? But that's also why we need Arrowfend, I suppose. We'll try to get Arrowfend. Yeah, there we go. So we survived, retained our items. I don't think we even lost hit points. We're still under 100 fatigue too. So that was okay. That was Roska. So that's another temple burned down at least. Didn't really kill anything though. What else? Mercs we can see. Stack moved into. Thodaz. We actually defended that one. So we got an event here a while ago that gave it province defense, and it's like cavemen plus dudes. Which is pretty rare, I think, right? I only ever see cavemen in caves, and it's like spend 3 points of PD to get 1 dude. So cavemen do counter Elkbur champions. That's what we learned there. Golem range, I only took that back because that was the one that my big glitch was in originally. So this one. He took his mines back. Roska we just took. Shrieking Bird range is the other stack, so he took this one. And really cool province is my fort that's now under siege from the 5 friends. How rude is that? Very difficult for our mundane troops to hurt these guys. They've got a little bit of invulnerability. Bit of protection. Yeah, they're quite nice. So our fort is under siege. Events then, tiny little village. The Necromancer has been able to control the dark energies that quicken the dead. This guy just got like 32 soulless and 6 skeletons. For nothing. So, pretty good. On Folia we got 4 water gems, uncountable trees, 20 income, pretty nice as well. Welling Woods got taken by Vinemen. Pretty cool. And that's it for messages. Here's the map now. Notable, this province has flipped, so I guess Marverni has decided to attack Yomi. Good for him. I think we saw boars here last time. They're here now. You can also see a bunch of Epony Knights here, so maybe these guys are going to move up too. That's good because I can't defend against this. So this was like 150 things with the Fire Spirit. This could easily just start walking around my provinces now. So I'm really hoping that he pulls these units back to defend against Marverni, if we're lucky. But he doesn't have to do that. We're also still just waiting to see what he does with the big stack, because I'm just sitting in the fort doing research now. I don't think we're going to get enough research done to get Enchantment 6. No matter what we do. At least not in time to script it. We could actually have it. I mean, he could move onto the fort and crack it open and then storm immediately. And then we wouldn't be able to script it even if we hit it. But if we have just one extra turn of prep, we can actually cast explicitly Arrowfend, which will probably be good, judging by like how well... I mean, this guy didn't get hit by a single arrow with 80% Earthshield. So, I don't know. Seems like it would probably be very, 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 very useful to have Arrowfend. So, fingers crossed we do. But I can't really... If I move stuff out of here, then and he moves in on the same turn, then we lose the fort defense advantage, and, you know... I don't want to move stuff out of here to defend this, so I just have to let it into my territory, unfortunately, if it pushes in. But maybe he defends against Marverni, I don't know. Other than that, guys in Sweetwater are just researching, we're just sitting here. We've got two guys preaching, and I think my prophet is also preaching. Oh no, he's researching. Yeah, I was a bit worried about falling behind on research. But you know, 2H2 is preaching. We're still only on one candle, but my god and my prophet is here. We burned down another temple this turn, so that's good. And that's all that's really happening here. I'm pushing on with the glitch to try and get into Ocaf's territory, and I geared out another glitch this turn. This guy has 5 attacks per round, but I am still just using him for spell casting. I don't know if that's like just a waste of items or not. But you may notice he has a very interesting weapon, Glitch Brand. So this is like a Firebrand or a Frostbrand or whatever. It's 10 nature gems, 5 pearls. It gives you 1 point of magic resistance and also polymorph immunity, which is this weird ability. So you can't be polymorphed by hostile spells. And the AoE it does is just armor-piercing magic damage that can't be resisted. It has an interesting effect that anyone killed may have their body transformed into a 1 glitch. So, you know, little added bonus. So that's Glitch Brand. So he's really geared out. He can probably shred things pretty easily, but most importantly, he has the Amulet of Missile Protection. He's going to just break siege on this fort. We'll reveal our fancy glitch there. So if we get this and we break siege with him there, we can then start marching both of those glitches around, taking provinces, I think, quite easily. And then we can decide whether or not we want to move this stack down to threaten the capital. Report currently says 430 units, but I think that's because there are 2 Mistfeather totems here, which are going to be blowing up the scout report. Not sure. We can see a little stack here though, so I'm going to try and defend. Thirdes is the province that has 30 PD, so this is the caveman thing. It got a prudent administrator fears your neighbor. Yeah, correct. So I'm going to send some stuff over there. Given a mage, a coral blade, and an amulet of luck, hopefully that's enough to keep him alive if he gets hit by seeking arrows. I also explicitly sent Ratheldan as well, because he has heroic toughness, so he has additional hit points. So these are pretty tough commanders. They should hopefully survive seeking arrows if we attract arrows for sitting here. But I just want to have something to defend against this thing if it pushes up. And similarly, I'm moving a big glitch into this province to defend against the friends. Seems like they might just walk over here next. So he's just doing Soul Vortex and stuff. If this guy attracts Seeking Arrows next turn, that's fine, because we're forging another Amulet of Missile Protection, and this province has a lab, so we can just immediately give it to him next turn. It does mean we have to give that amulet to this guy next turn, otherwise he's vulnerable. But I'm just... yeah, accepting that. Over here, I'm giving that robe of missile protection we got from somewhere. Did we forge this, or did I? I think we might have forged it, but I've given it to a loot breaker. I've also given him the boots of water walking we got from an event. He's going to move over here, pick up some of this undead. Maybe we'll get more, I don't know. And he's just going to raid with them, because he's going to have a big army of skeletons, plus he can cast Horde of Skeletons. And he'll have Seeking Arrow protection. So he can also raid. So we'll have 2 big glitches and then a skeleton guy. And then I'm also sending over Rosal's Red Raptors as well. This one might be a mistake, because he's just going to get killed by Seeking Arrow, right? Could I use you to defend against this? Are there a bunch of just like... No, there's no chance. I mean, even if we landed on this guy, do you have heat shield? Yeah. Maybe a better use than raiding with him is just to put him back in this fort and wait for the defense. I don't know. Maybe I could even raid Yomi with them. I bet we could hit this. I bet this has like 1 point of PD. Because Yomi should have terrible income right now. Maybe we send Rosal to Sweetwater and then just raid this next turn randomly. That might work. Yeah, but that's it for this turn anyway. If we get attacked here, it sucks. If we don't, then we will have gotten away with quite a lot. Because I think we can start taking some of Ocaf's provinces. That is a lot of sites. Ice Mist, the river, okay. Howling Gorge. Is that really a 3 Urgem province? Man, that's so important that we take that to stop him Seeking Arrow. That's almost pays for a Seeking Arrow by itself, that one province. And then if we also get this as well, yeah, so these 2 provinces are a Seeking Arrow, and is this another one? I need to start raiding again, this is bad. So much of my army is just stuck here though. I need something else I can raid with. Not sure what though. I guess the skeletons. Yeah, we'll have 2 big glitches and a skeleton guy. That's gotta be good for something, right? Alright, well we'll see what happens anyway. That's this turn. So yeah. We have a lot of spies in Yomi's cap. I hope this is upsetting him. It doesn't look like he's moved anything to patrol this out yet, so maybe this is completely pointless, I don't know. What else are we doing? Still reanimating, Amulet of Missile Protection. I wish this was 5 gems, by the way. And forging more items as well. Alright, anyway, that's this turn. So that was turn, what? 38? Good luck, Marvani. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.